Over the last few days, I've totally enjoyed listening to you recalling all of these sorts of stories and stories that provoked every kind of emotion and even a mystery. Memories can rattle the windows of our spirit with tears of sorrow and tears of joy. But so grateful that we can be brought back to a time when you had your loved ones with you by recalling many of their actions, their caring and their commitments, their humor and perseverance, their likes and their foibles. We give thanks for these good stories that will shelter us from blasts of loneliness or loss and from the hunger of being together again as we once were. These ashes will be scattered today to the earth and to the sea, returning creation unto itself, ashes to ashes, stardust to stardust. We mark the cycle of life and death as their journeys have become memories of mind and heart. These ashes are blessed. Blessed because James, Amber, Barbara, and Jim's lives, as well as Anne and Pamela's, were holy and worthy and meaningful. These ashes are blessed, a reminder of the gift of their lives. And before we spread the ashes, if you turn over your reading, most of you, I think except most of you, there we can remember each of them by their life and their death. And Jim, if you could start with your granddad.
James Ware II, our grandfather. Maybe I'm the only one that was alive when he was here. I'm thinking that's the case. And I was about 7 when he crashed his plane and died. We thank him today for he and Amber, the true legacy of the island and the way of life that we all appreciate. I often wondered when I was growing up how people that weren't exposed to this got by in life, because this was so unique, and what a blessing it was. Granddad, I said the other night, I only remember a couple things, but I do remember him playing his grand piano, watching him. He was reputed to have a photographic memory, and he was talented in so many ways. And I remember him giving himself a shot in the butt, kind of things that impress a little boy. But I remember that. But thanks to him and Amber, and whenever I'm here, I think of them skinning those logs and building that cabin. They were people by that time that had some means. They didn't have to do this. They loved this. And Amber, because Bonnie and Jim, were divorced, Amber played a huge part in raising me. What a blessing that is. And people have heard me say this before, but back in the 50s, a divorced family was a bigger deal than it is today. It was somehow remarkable, I guess. But I had Amber and my other grandmother and Anne and people that I never had to wonder about family or broken family or those kind of issues. Amber raised me. Amber brought me here every year for probably the first 20 years after I was 11, because before that was forbidden by Granddad, who claimed you weren't smart enough or developed enough or mature enough to handle the cliff and the rocks.